On October 14, 2016, the coastal town of Manzanita, Oregon, experienced one of the most shocking weather events in its history, an F2 tornado, an extremely rare phenomenon in this region. Manzanita, a small, serene town known for its picturesque beaches and lush forests, was transformed in a matter of minutes by the violent winds that tore through it. The event, which left the town reeling, also etched its mark as a grim reminder of nature's unpredictable power. Tornadoes are not a common occurrence in Oregon. The Pacific Northwest is typically known for its temperate climate, rain, and coastal storms rather than tornadoes, which are more frequent in the Great Plains or Midwest. However, on that fateful October day, conditions aligned to produce a tornado that would change the history of Manzanita forever. The tornado formed as part of a broader system fueled by the remnants of Typhoon Songda, which had made its way across the Pacific Ocean, affecting parts of the Pacific Northwest. While the region often experiences strong winds and storms, the development of a tornado was unexpected and caught many off guard. In fact, it was the first F2 tornado in Oregon since 1991. Another tornado touched down in Oceanside that same day, making it a highly unusual event for the state. The tornado's journey through Manzanita was brief but devastating. Touching down at around 8:20 a.m., it carved a path nearly 3/4 of a mile long and 225 yards wide. Winds reached up to 130 miles per hour, ripping apart homes, uprooting trees, and leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Approximately 128 homes were damaged, many of which suffered roof damage, shattered windows, or even complete structural failure. The force of the tornado was such that it felled a third of the town's trees, leaving the landscape unrecognizable to residents who had lived there for years. The destruction was swift, and while it lasted only a few minutes, its impact was profound. Walking through Manzanita after the tornado, one could see debris scattered across streets, damaged buildings, and residents standing in shock at the sheer force that had passed through their town. Despite the widespread damage, there were no reported fatalities or major injuries, which was a significant relief to both residents and emergency responders. Many attributed this to the fact that the tornado struck early in the morning when fewer people were outside, and some were still in their homes. The quick response of local emergency services also played a crucial role in ensuring that the aftermath was handled efficiently. However, the emotional and psychological toll on the residents was significant. Many had never experienced such a destructive event before, and the suddenness of the tornado left a lingering sense of vulnerability. For weeks, residents grappled with the shock and trauma of seeing their homes and town forever altered. The sight of fallen trees, damaged homes, and torn-up roads served as constant reminders of the event. In the hours following the tornado, emergency services were deployed to assess the damage and ensure the safety of residents. The city quickly declared a state of emergency, and the community mobilized to provide immediate assistance to those affected. Emergency shelters were established, and organizations like the Emergency Volunteer Corps of Nehalem Bay stepped in to direct traffic, provide food, and assist in the cleanup efforts. Volunteers played a crucial role in the immediate aftermath, helping clear debris, providing aid to those whose homes were damaged, and offering emotional support to those in need. The community's resilience was evident as neighbors helped one another rebuild, and local businesses stepped in to provide essential services. The road to recovery was long, but the residents of Manzanita were determined to rebuild. Over the following months, efforts were made to restore the town to its former state. The damage to homes was repaired, and more than 200 trees were replanted after Thanksgiving that year. The town also raised nearly $70,000 in community donations to support recovery efforts, demonstrating the strength of the community spirit. While the physical scars of the tornado slowly healed, the emotional impact lingered. Many residents found it difficult to forget the fear and uncertainty they experienced that day. The town, which had previously been seen as a peaceful haven on the Oregon coast, now carried the memory of a destructive force that had torn through it without warning. The Manzanita tornado was part of a larger storm system that affected much of Oregon. Across the state, strong winds and heavy rains left tens of thousands without power. In Portland, this storm broke records, contributing to the rainiest October 13 in the city's history. Coastal towns were particularly hard hit, with high winds causing significant damage to homes, businesses, and infrastructure. The tornado served as a wake-up call for many in the region, highlighting the need for better preparedness for extreme weather events. While tornadoes remain rare in Oregon, The event underscored the importance of having emergency plans in place and being ready for the unexpected. 7 years later, the legacy of the Manzanita tornado remains a powerful memory for those who lived through it. The event serves as a reminder that even in regions where tornadoes are rare, the forces of nature can strike with devastating consequences. For the residents of Manzanita, the tornado was a defining moment in the town's history, one that brought the community together in the face of adversity. Today, Manzanita has largely recovered from the physical damage of the tornado, but the memory of that day remains fresh in the minds of many. The town has rebuilt, but the experience has left a lasting impact on the community's sense of preparedness and resilience. In the years since, the town has continued to focus on emergency preparedness, ensuring that future storms or unexpected disasters can be handled with greater efficiency and care. The Manzanita tornado, while a rare event, serves as a lasting reminder of the unpredictable power of nature and the strength of a community united in the face of destruction.